11. We have a public hearing for the Cicero local vehicle and traffic law. I approve the publication of Richard Keenan in the newspapers. The publication was to be published and proof of posting from town clerk Tracy Ann Cosselin. The notice is posted on the bulletin at the proper time.
I'm not sure if the officer is prepared to speak in the chief's absence. If you're not, I can handle it.
I'm all right.
All right, go ahead.
You can back me up.
Okay, sounds good.
Presently, our officers employ the codes violation, or the violations of vehicle traffic laws under the town codes. And they choose to use those. The town gets the proceeds and fines from those. So that's a means of monies that comes back to the town. What we're looking to do here is to create some latitude for the district attorney's office to reduce charges, so it's a town code reduction. Before there was no violation, there's no reduction, no place really for the reduction to be made, and a charge would just be dismissed without any latitude or without the ability to be able to reduce a charge, such as speeding.
Yeah, for example, speeding, depending on how many miles and over the limit you are, can be a 3, 4, 5-point charge. And there's nothing on the Cicero local books that is a 2-point violation, and many times the district attorney's office would like to reduce something from a higher number point violation to a lower number point violation. So the local law that's before you is a 2-point violation that the chief thought it might be a good idea for you to put on the books at a local level for the district attorney's consideration.
I think this was suggested by the local district attorney.
Yes, it was. I believe so. I believe so.
And this will give the ability to lower them to a town ordinance rather than lower it to a state VMT.
Correct, as it stated, to a 2-point level violation.
I'll open the public hearing at this time. Solicit comments from those who are in favor. I'll solicit comments from those who are opposed. I'll close the public hearing at this time. Solicit town board comments.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Would you like to make a motion?
I make a motion to accept it as it's written here.
Second.
Mr. Radke?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
If I could, you want me to just read this into the record with that new...
Yes, please.
No person shall fail or refuse to comply with any lawful order or direction of any police officer or flag person or other person duly empowered to regulate traffic. Words in this section shall be defined as set forth in the New York State Vehicle and Traffic Law. It will be Article 13, Miscellaneous Provisions of the Code of the Town of Cicero.
Anything else, Billy? Number 12. Heather.
Yes, the board may recall that several meetings ago now you approved of an initial project proposal form describing what you would like to use the funds obtained from Senator Schumer for in the hamlet of Brewerton. Specifically, it's for transportation-related improvements. The board has been given a copy of the Standard Federal Aid Highway and Marchiselli Aid Local Project Agreement that has been prepared by the Department of State. What they're looking for is town board authorization for the supervisor to execute it on behalf of the town. Now, I do want to note that there have been some changes since the board received the agreement and since we last discussed the parameters of the funding. You may recall that the funding amount, I believe, is $764,400. And we were told initially that there would be an 80-20% split on that, that the DOT would pick up 80% of project costs and the town would have to reimburse the additional 20. That was then changed so that the town only needed to reimburse 20% of design phase services, which was a substantial savings for you. And then I got notification last week that actually the Department of Transportation is going to fund 100% of the entire project. So there will be no town contribution, no town match, which I think is probably good news to you. So I have received a revised insertion page for one of the pages in your agreement that clarifies that the town will not be contributing anything initially toward the project, and the town will not need to contribute a match. The other thing that's going on right now is that I've worked with Jean to put a notice in the New York State Contract Reporter, which is a publication that will allow contractors to see what sort of projects are going on throughout the state that they may be able to provide their services for, so that you can obtain a consultant to work with you on the design phase and implementation phase of this project, because you do need to be working with someone that is approved by our local Region 3 Department of Transportation. So that's the next step that we're going through. If anybody has any questions on the agreement, I'll try to answer them. Otherwise, authorizing the supervisor to sign on behalf of the town will get the ball rolling.
So this negates the prior vote that we did for $125,000?
Essentially makes it moot, yeah.
Makes it moot. Okay.
Yep. And you never really appropriated any funds officially anyway.
Well,
It was just evidencing an intent to do it, and now you didn't even need to intend to do it.
So as long as we have that on the record.
Yes.
And Jean's
Yes.
got it. Okay. As a moot. Thank you, Jean.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Randy?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Cicero?
Yes.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Yes, just to let everybody know, this is a very lengthy agreement.
I can give a copy to Tracy though to include in full in the minutes if you'd like. It's an attachment maybe.
Good idea.